Hi, it's me again. So I thought I would talk today a little bit about superstitions because we're in the month of October now. Halloween is like one of my favorite holidays, events. I don't know what you want to call it. I love Halloween, um, mostly because of all of the little spooky. As much as I don't like horror stuff, I like the forlord, forlord. Oh my God, we're already starting with tough to say words. Anyways, we're going to talk about some superstitions today, so let's get into it. Hi, my name's Samara. This is me.
You're about to hear something really funny.
You don't know what's going on. Try and get me now, Rocket.
And this is my life.
Say hello to Franklin.
Okay, ready for some torture?
This is also hard, letting down my guard.
So, welcome to it. It's blizzarding. So, I have a new mouth and I'm working it in for a friend. But superstitions have been around for a really, really long time. And a lot of time we don't know exactly where they come from unless, you look into it, which I did because I have this need to know things. But, and it's so convenient now with the internet that you can just like look up anything and you can like cross check it with like different things just to make sure, because some people just throw things out there and be like, yeah, this is why I do this, but it's actually not where it came from or anything. So fact check, people. But yeah, so some of the superstitions, like I do a lot of them. I actually like wrote some of them down because I'm like, I'm not going to remember all the things that I do because I do a lot of things. But one of the biggest things is like you knock on wood, right? So like everybody does that, knock on wood, knock on wood. That actually came from, it's almost like a pagan thing where they used to believe that gods lived in trees, and they would knock on the wood to request like assistance from the gods and help, and then they would knock on it again as a sign of thank you, and that's where the whole knock on wood thing came from. It also was like a protection thing. So like, because a lot of people, you talk about something and then to not jinx it, you'd knock on wood, and that was basically like being like a protection thing, saying like, hey, like protect my dreams, please. So that's one of the thing. The other one, like people cross their fingers for good luck, right? Or like good luck, or they also cross them behind their back when they lie. So with that one, it there was a couple of things that it kind of stemmed from. The furthest back that I could find was that it was a Catholic Christian thing when the Catholics were trying to overrun the Christians or try to control them. They came up with these little secret hand gestures, or secret codes, and one of them was this for like the cross. So they would cross their hands as to show their Christianity. As for the lying thing, it was more for like, I hope I don't get caught. So yeah, that was another one. When we throw salt. So you spill salt, you're supposed to pinch it with your right hand and throw it over your left shoulder, and into the face of the devil, because then the devil's not going to get you. Yeah, it's again just a protective measure against evil spirits and all that, because most supernatural and stuff like that, you put the salt ring around, that way evil spirits can't get in, so you toss it back into the face and you'd be good. Another one is when you walk under a ladder. A ladder signifies a triangle, and the triangle is like the life force, like in Zelda. That's triangle life force. And so when you walk through it, you're going into, that spirit realm, or that you're crossing worlds in a sense, which can welcome in good or evil spirits. You know, they might not like you so much for waking them up. So the way to get out of that one, there's a way to get out of some of these actually. I think you're supposed to hold your thumb in your, like this for like 5 seconds or something like that. And that's supposed to break that one. I don't know how that works in the Bermuda Triangle while you're flying through it and you're just going, ah. I don't know. But if that works, like think of how many missing planes and stuff and ships and all that, all those people that went just missing in the Bermuda Triangle. All they had to do was go to. That's terrible. So yeah, there's if you break a mirror, it's said that it'll give you 7 years of bad luck. That's because people believe that a mirror is a reflection of the soul, and it takes 7 years for you to regenerate a lot of your all of your cells in your body. It takes about 7 years. So that would be the amount of time that you'd have the bad luck for. However, in order to break this, if you take the pieces of the broken mirror and you bury it under moonlight, that will break the curse. There's a thing with a Ouija board. There used to be, when you talk to the spirits, you would they'd make you'd have to make a wish or something like that. I can't really remember this one because this one was actually told to me. I didn't go looking this one up, but you're supposed to make a wish, and you're supposed to like wish for, stuff, things, money or things like that. My mom actually wished for happiness, and that's apparently bad luck because you're not supposed to wish for, something like that. You're supposed to wish for a material thing. Anyways, she believed that's what gave her bad luck for a couple of years, and I don't know what are, like, if there's a way to rectify that curse, but that's what she told me. So there's that one. When you sneeze, you say bless you. Well, that came from oh God, way back. But yeah, you basically, anytime somebody sneezed, they would be expelling evil spirits. So you'd be like, God bless you, like you got it out. When the Black Plague was happening, the Pope actually made it mandatory, like you were required to bless anybody that sneezed because it was feared that they would die soon. So everybody needed to be blessed, which is, everybody's doing the deed of the Pope, so that's kind of cool. Well, I'm not going to say it. So when your right hand itches, that means that money's coming in. When your left hand itches, that means money's going out. A cool little thing that I learned recently is arigato money. So that's like the Japanese arigato. I think that's, yeah. So it's a Japanese name for thank you. And so arigato money is you bless money coming in and you bless money going out, whether it's coming in or whether it's going out. You thank it for being there, because that's, I don't know, it helps it cycle. So when you bless the money coming in, you start receiving more money as you're thanking the money for going out. So it helps that cycle. If you're always like, oh, like I don't want to give my money away, don't go and give my money away, you're holding it. So you're not allowing that flow. So cool little trick to try anytime, you give money away, you either say it in your head or you bless it in some way, and that will help bring more money into you. So it's allowing that cycle. When you get a ringing in your ear, so sometimes it rings in your right ear, sometimes it rings in your left ear, sometimes it rings in both. Right is for spite, left is for love. As for both, I have no idea because I don't know how further it goes. Maybe get that checked out. Finding a feather. It's usually a angelic sign that your angels are near, depending on the color of the feather. I actually wrote these ones down because I wasn't going to remember all the colors. Black is for protection. White is means your angel is here, so make a wish. Gray is peace is coming. Black and white is change is coming. Blue is for connection and communication and a reminder to listen. It also says tune into your psychic abilities. Brown is saying that your judgment is clouded and wait for clarity, and it's also a grounding. Red is life force energy, passion, courage, gifts appearing, spiritual growth. Yellow, you are on the right path, and spotted, release the past. I I'm a bit of a feather collector, so these things have been, yeah, I've got a whole my feather collection so far. I plan on making what are they, dream catchers with them. I like I like making the, yeah, and I thought it would be really cool to actually like have my own feathers. I have a whole bunch of blue jay feathers that I found in the forest the one day. Like there was some kind of mass slaughtering of wildlife. Anyways, it just seemed there was attack. It wasn't good. But there's feathers everywhere, and I'm just like, oh, holy smokes! Like so many blue jay feathers, and these are my blue jay feathers. They're very pretty. Yeah. Anyways, I want to make a really cool dream catcher with it because they're pretty. They're so pretty. I love feathers. A penny. If you find a penny on the ground, if it's heads up, pick it up because that's good luck for you. If it's tails up, flip it around so that somebody else can have good luck. And I like that one because it's like paying it forward in a sense. There's the traditional, like if a black cat crosses your path, it's bad luck. It basically means like there's a misfortune or an omen to death or something like that. It came from like the 17th century when witches, were coming out, and witches liked cats or black cats, and they thought that the black cats were actually like the witches transformed. So yeah, people just don't like black cats. Black cats are actually some of the funniest creatures ever. Like they are so entertaining. Like they all have their personalities, any colored cat or animal or anything. But I don't know. There's just something about black cats. They just they're quirky, and I like it. Another one was the unlucky 13. So 13 actually happens to be one of my lucky numbers, which you wouldn't think that it would be, considering a lot of things. But I like the number 13. But it basically it was like the Mayan calendar. 13 feared the apocalypse. Jesus' Last Supper had 13 people, and the last person to sit was Judas, betrayed Jesus. Anytime there were 13 moons in a calendar year, it would screw with the monks. So the monks just were like, no, this is stupid and it's bad luck. So that's basically like the little things for 13. It's, oh man, it's funny. There's also fairy rings. If you've ever heard of a fairy ring or a fairy circle, they're basically like a mushroom circle. They're usually around trees. You can find them in forests or on your lawn, stuff like that. It's just usually like a perfect circle and they got mushrooms around it, or it's just like green grass. There's no mushrooms, but there's like a bright patch of green grass. It's just in a circle. I've actually had an experience with this, which is kind of hilarious. At my friend's mom's house, right on the front lawn by her, I think it's a cherry tree or something, there was a circle. I'd never had it before. And yeah, last year, all of a sudden there's this big ring. So we're out investigating it. And I'm like, I'm walking around it, and I'm just like, okay, well, this is kind of cool. So we go and look it up to actually see what it is. And okay, it's harmless. It just means like, there's really good fertile soil right there. But because I'm me, I go digging a little deeper and, discover fairy rings. And the meaning behind fairy rings, well, apparently, if you were to step inside a fairy ring, The fairies, you go into a different realm and they can basically, keep you there for all of eternity. So in a sense, you basically lose your mind, is what it goes with. Well, I've already lost my mind and I felt like getting it back. So I thought, hey, here's a perfect opportunity to try this. So the way you get out of a fairy ring is you run around the ring 9 times as fast as you can. So here I am, midday, outside, running around this fairy ring for the whole street to see. My friend and her mom are sitting in the window watching me. Well, they're trying to count, and I'm trying to count too. I think I did it right. I thought I did 9. She told me I did 10. So here we are. My brain's still lost. I think she might have been right. But yeah, so that's how you get out of a fairy ring. Oh, I don't know why I do the things that I do. Uh, that one makes me laugh. You know what? I'd do it again. It's for science. So yeah, the other thing, there's Saint Anthony. I've always done this one since I was forever. Forever. I've always known this one. Saint Anthony is the saint of lost things. So you pray to Saint Anthony when you lose something. You basically just say, Saint Anthony, I need help finding such and such. Thanks. And usually, like within that day or in the days to come, you find the item. Like it just magically appears, and it's really, really cool. I highly suggest trying that one out when you lose something, because you know it's bound to happen. Just what do you got to lose, right? Just try it out. So yeah, that's I think that's all the things. I hope that kind of flowed all right, because I was just all over the place. I'm just like, oh yeah, there's this, oh yeah, there's that, and I barely even looked at my sheet aside from the feather thing. I think yeah, holy, I talked about everything. Yeah, cool. Yay. Anyways, so that's all I got for you today. I hope you have a great day, week, whenever I see you again, and go find some superstition fun and stuff like that. Superstition fun. Just, hey, cat. Alrighty, we'll see you guys. Bye. I'm also a little rock obsessed.